So here we will discuss service process types, and they are very similar to the types of processes based on variety and volume. And conceptually, you won't find anything new here, but you will get some examples of processes from service sector. So using the same criteria of classification, that is variety and volume, we have three types of processes in service organizations. So we have professional services, we have service shops, and we have mass services. So in professional services, we have high variety and low volume. In service shops, we have medium variety, medium volume. And in mass services, we have low variety but high volume. Now remember that here variety means variety of service, the nature of service being provided from one customer to the other. Now here we are not dealing with the material directly or with the products, but we are dealing with the customers. So the nature of service provided to one customer is very different than the next customer. So that is meant by high variety in professional services. And what is meant by a low variety, that is the service provided to different customers is almost the same, standardized services being provided. Similarly, volume here means the number of customers served in unit time. So in professional services, the number of customers served in unit time is low, and it is just the opposite in mass services. The number of customers served is very high in unit time, and it is in between for the service shops. So number of customers served is neither too high, neither too low. So professional services are high contact organization where customers spend a considerable time in service process. Such services provide high level of customizations. So the service process is highly adaptable in order to meet individual customer needs. So the contact staff are given considerable discretion in servicing customers. Professional services tend to be people based rather than equipment based. Mass services are just opposite. The third emphasis is placed on the process, that is how the service is delivered rather than the product, that is what is delivered. So that is very important, that the focus here is how the service is delivered rather than what is delivered, but it is highly customized. Examples are management consultants, lawyers practices, architects, doctors, surgeries, auditors, and health and safety inspectors. So surgery, consultancy service, these are the examples of professional services. And you might have noticed that using the manufacturing process classification, professional services are very similar to project type processes and jobbing, because they are providing highly customized service based on specific customer requirement. The second type of processes in services are service shops. Service shops provide service that is semi-customized, semi-standardized. So the services provided via mixes of front and back office activities. So in the professional services, most of the activities performed were front end activities. We were directly, whatever we were doing in front of the customer. So most of the activities were being performed in front of the customers. But here it's a mix. So examples are banks, car rental companies, schools and colleges and universities, many restaurants and hotels. They are service shops. Travel agents are also the example. So schools, colleges, universities, and banks. So there are general services that schools or colleges provide, but within the classroom, there is some customization that is done. Banks provide certain standardized services, account opening, cash deposit, loan, and so on. But for a specific customer, of course, there could be specific services provided. So that is why they are semi-standardized, semi-customized. And finally, we have mass services. They have many customer transactions involving limited contact time and little customization. So here customization is uh, very little or maybe no customization. Such services may be equipment based and product oriented. So service depends not on the individual service provider and dealing directly with the customer, but on certain equipment being operated and that equipment providing the service. Most value added in the back office, just opposite to the professional services, and relatively little judgment applied by the front office staff. So most of the activities are being performed back office, that is not in front of the customers. How the services being provided is hidden from the customer. It is not in front of the customer. Staff are likely to have a closely defined division of labor and to follow set procedures. So the tasks are divided and every person does his or her job. So examples are supermarkets, national rail network, aeroplane service, to be specific, instead of an airport, telecommunication services, electricity distribution, libraries, television transmissions. These are all mass services. So these rail services or aeroplane, air travel, electricity distribution or gas supply or these telecom services and supermarkets. These are examples of mass services. And I just forgot to mention that this second type, service shops, are very similar to batch processes in manufacturing. So generally at a time, a batch of customers is being served. Same is for the banks, although customers might be in queue, but at a time, a certain batch of customers is being served. And mass services are very similar to line or mass processes or the last process that we had. They are in fact more similar to that, that is the continuous process. But both are having the characteristics of mass services in service sector. So these three types of service are also very important, and you can very good you can have a very good linkage of the processes in manufacturing and in service organization.